Got somebody here. There's Alvy. Yeah, we lost our connection. I guess we were hooked up to the house, that Wi-Fi there, and it reconnected to the shop, and kind of wasn't any good. We back, yes. So what do you have planned? You just staying? You got family to go visit, I guess, or you guys have a big get together, or what? I didn't know if you had a lot of family over there. This here's our gray ghost, 1/16 ounce. Family coming in. Always have work to be done, yeah. I don't really do a whole lot. I mean, we go to my mother-in-law's next door, but we'll have our kids here on Christmas Eve and do our presents on Christmas Eve. Running a backhoe this weekend. Oh, oh man. At least it's not a shovel. At least you're not pushing a shovel. It is nice up here. We were in like the mid 50s today. We're gonna be nice, and Christmas is supposed to be like mid 60s. There's no white Christmas here this year. No white Christmas here this year. This morning I got up 60 yeah, it's gonna be chilly mornings and really mild afternoons, or that's good for me because we it means people are gonna be out fishing. I got a custom order I'm gonna work on tomorrow, and then I gotta pour a bunch of lead, paint a bunch of heads. So we're not gonna be taking any custom orders here for another week or so. And then we have probably another order or two coming in from these Florida stores tomorrow. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for coming in. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll try to help out as much as I can. You guys want to talk about sports or food or Christmas or anything like that? Go for it. This here is our gray ghost. We also make this one with eyes too, but they didn't order those. Hey, Dizzy. And I'm based out of Northeast Oklahoma. We do have a website. There's a link in the bio. We got a lot of different colors. How did you learn how to make these? A lot of trial and error. I had nobody teach me. I started making these about 15 years ago, and there are some videos on YouTube, not a whole lot. I kind of had a concept of wrapping line, around the hook and all that, but a lot of trial and error. It took a few years to get it down. You know, I know that sounds kind of odd because it doesn't look like it's that hard, but to tie the way I do and not use any glue, it took a lot of playing around with it. Hey there, Jimmy. There's a lot that goes on underneath here, like the thread, laying thread down, how you put your feathers on, how you wrap your body on there, and then experimenting with colors and stuff like that. It just took a while, but we've been around for, you know, about 15 years or so. I wanted to learn ceramics, looks easy on the outside, but I wouldn't say it is. Yeah, it takes a while to to do anything right, you know? You can wrap thread around a hook and, you know, it I mean, that's what I did in the beginning, and then I would fish my lures, and then they'd fall apart, and so and then I would use glue, and then I a couple of years into it, um, kinda watched a documentary on these saltwater tires that were from the 60s and 70s, and I thought, "How can they be tying this lure that's very effective and not have to use any glue or anything?" And I'm like, "There has to be a different way to do this." And so I just kept playing around and experimenting with wraps and knots and angles and and it turned into what it is today. Hey there, Stu. I don't know anything about that. I have no clue at all. I've never heard of that business or whatever. Is that you? Are you trying to get some self promotion in my channel? I've never heard of that company or those lures. Can I tie flies with that? Can I tie flies without everything that you have? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, without everything I have, I don't know what kind of question that is. Can you tie flies with everything I tie with? Yeah, probably. I don't know about without. You like the tools? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no I don't use expensive tools or anything like that. No, I manage tackle store in Little Rock, and the White River is big on trout fishing. The guy that made them designed them for White River trout. Very unique story behind it. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't know. I didn't know if that was you trying to self-promote in our channel. Now we got a lot of customers in Arkansas. I say with all the states, Oklahoma's our number one state, Texas is our number two, Arkansas and Missouri are probably our number three, and then Florida. Florida's slowly moving into the top three. But yeah, we got a lot of people that use these for crappie. They use them for bluegill, trout. We probably sell, I don't know how many thousands. I'd say probably 3,000 packs, 3 to 5,000 packs, in Arkansas at least, at least. Watching from Florida, cool deal. Hey there, K-Fish. This is our gray ghost here. Gray ghost. If Alvy's still on the channel, Alvy's caught a lot of trout off our lures. I don't know if Alvy's still in here. Okay, this is the last one in this color, and then we're going to switch over to, what are we going to switch over to? We're probably going to go to the Thunderbird jig, chartreuse and pink. Going to go to the Thunderbird jig. Here's Alvy. Good handful for sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Alvy's caught, what, 17, 19 different species off our lures. Caught a lot of fish with our jigs. What kind of style would be good for fishing here in Florida? Shallow saltwater for speckled trout, redfish. I don't know. Whatever colors. I don't saltwater fish a whole lot. I've caught a few saltwater trout with these in Texas. I caught them with the shiner, the gray ghost, and oh, I can't remember what other color I caught them on. I want to say the slab queen, which is pink and black. Yeah, I'm familiar with those fish there. I just don't really fish saltwater a whole lot. I used to do that when I lived in Florida, but not in, I lived in Oklahoma for over 30 years. Hey there, Viking. Where might I find the pillhead underspin mold? I can't tell you that there. Yeah, because I'm in the business of making money, and I don't want to be sharing where I get my molds and stuff. That'd be like asking Kentucky Fried Chicken for their recipe. Yeah, and I hate being mean like that. I mean, I don't think I'm being mean, but it's business. Business is business. I used to give out information until we started finding these people that I was helping with their lure making process. All of a sudden, they started selling their lures in the same tackle stores I sold mine, and so I don't really give out that information anymore. Okay, okay, okay. Which one are we doing next? Yeah, it kind of stinks, but if I was making gobs of money on just YouTube with YouTube money, I'd probably give out more information. But I don't make my living off YouTube. And a few years back, I started helping these lure makers that were never made lures before, and they wanted to learn how to tie, and I would help them out. I'd tell them where to get their products, the molds and some of the material and stuff like that, and then I end up finding out that they're going into my tackle stores, and I've lost a couple of tackle stores because they went in there and they shot them lower prices than me. Let's see, 19 species. Nope, they're not for just for crappie there. That's why I hardly ever call them crappie jigs. Hey, David, how you doing there, my friend? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, they're here. Yep. My grandson's getting ready to leave, guys. Well, guys, I'm gonna call it the night. I don't want to miss my grandson leaving. I've got to spend some time with him. He's getting ready to take off, and we will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Thank you guys for coming in. You guys be good. God bless you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. Make sure to subscribe, guys. We'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.